Good morning, grade 5. Today, inshallah, we will continue the previous revision sheet. I will upload it today with the answers. You will find also all the previous sessions of this week's on the SMS. Do you guys have any questions before starting this one?
No.
No.
Okay, one of you guys wanted to see my project. Actually, this is it. That's really bad. I think because my home is really, really, really cold, it's stopping the water from actually evaporating. So that's why I'm not getting any results. Can you guys see my result?
Miss,
Yeah.
Miss,
Yes,
Yeah.
Yusuf?
Miss,
Miss,
are you? Miss,
I
are you on high
accidentally,
Guys,
ground?
two people are talking right now. Yes, Yusuf.
Miss, I accidentally put the two in one cup so that they stick together.
It's okay. You can eat both of them at one time. Okay, so guys, again, this is my project. This is what I came out with. So the whole idea about this project, guys, is for the water to evaporate. So we're left with the sugar that will turn into crystals then. But I believe because my home is really, really, really cold, I think this is
Miss,
why
are you?
I'm
Miss,
not
Miss.
having any of the water evaporating. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put the water back. This water, the one with sugar, I will put it back in a pan and I will heat it again. And maybe I will add more sugar and less water. And I will see maybe next week I will have some of these results. Okay.
All of
Miss,
our homes are cold. Miss, can I tell you something?
Yes, Yasin.
Are you in higher ground? If you are in high ground, so it will be so cold.
Yes, I am actually.
And me too.
Yeah, and I have a really windy winds all around. It's very cold. I mean, I don't know. But maybe this is why, and especially the kitchen. I'm putting this bottle in the kitchen. Maybe that's why it's really cold because it is freezing actually. So I will try it today. I will try to do something else. I will like put the water back and boil it, and maybe I'll try to evaporate more of the water. Maybe I will add some more sugar. I will see. I hope it's going to work eventually. And maybe next
Miss, you
week
can
we
put
have
it in the
some
box.
results. Yes. Did any of you guys taste this product?
No.
No?
I did.
Miss,
I
I
tasted.
finished mine, but I didn't taste it.
Not I tasted.
You didn't taste it yet?
No, I do not taste it because my mom tell me no.
Yes, because it's filled with sugar all day. And I don't think you need any more, like
Miss, I didn't
any
taste
more
it
sugar. I
after
mean, you
I
have
made
enough
it.
one. Yes?
I
Yes.
didn't taste it.
Yes, guys. If you have a problem with sugar,
I,
do not taste it, of course. But I mean, if you
no,
eat
I don't have problem with sugar.
Yes, but I mean, if you eat candy
I
all
will.
the time, it's
Yes, I
okay if you
did.
want to try it or to just take a one bite.
Yes, I
Today,
did.
guys, we will start.
I will lick it. I will
Yes, you
see
can
if
Yes,
lick
I
it.
it's
tasted.
good.
I tasted.
Yes, just like a lollipop, a normal one. Okay,
It
guys.
don't taste
So,
bad.
yes,
It tastes bad.
really, why?
No, I tasted it. It tastes so good.
Why
It's
does
just
it
so
taste bad,
sweet.
Isa? What did you add? Maybe you added something else.
Sorry, Miss. My internet
No,
was
He
not
I
added
just
good.
flavor. He added flavor. Some
I
flavor.
add flavor. Yes.
You added what?
Miss, did you see my picture
Yes,
in the
this is the
messenger?
flavor is makes the smell of it bad. بس حطيته في الزبالة.
I can't hear you guys. By the way, all of you are talking at the same time. Yes, I said. What did you add again?
Flavor.
Flavor, yes. Maybe this is the one that changed how it tastes. Well, for me, I didn't add anything except for some lemon drops. Maybe it's gonna be sour. I want to try this because I like sour candy. I do love it so much. Yes,
No, Miss, sorry.
okay. So if you're not using the mic, please try to mute yourself. So yes, again, guys, I will try today, inshallah, with my project again. I will see. Maybe I will try to fix something, and yeah, I hope I will have some results by next week, and I can show it to you guys before the midterm break. Today we will continue again the revision sheet on chapter 2. If you guys remember the one about classification, and we stopped at number 9 yesterday, right? Do you guys
I
still
think so.
remember that?
Yes, miss.
Okay,
Can
so
I
you
answer?
can now raise your hands if you want to answer, and of course I will take you guys in order. I will allow you guys to answer in order. So we'll start with the first one. We have Hannah Sultan. Yes, Hannah, would you like to answer number 9, or do you have any questions? Hannah Sultan, you're the first to raise her hand,
I don't think she is here.
but she's raising her hand. Maybe she's having a problem with her internet connection. Okay, let's move to Amr. Amr, would you like to answer number 9?
Yes.
Okay, so what
What
structures?
structure?
Yes, you want to read it? Of course, you can read this question if you want.
Okay. What structures do plants have that help them make their own food?
Yes, what
Cell
do you think?
walls, seeds, spores, and chloroplasts.
Mm-hmm.
B. Chloroplasts.
Yes, chloroplast. Thank you so much. It's going to be chloroplasts found in their cells, and chloroplast contains chlorophyll that helps in changing the sun energy or the sunlight into energy that he can use to make the food. Thank you so much, Amr. Now let's move to Yasin Duwaini. You're next. Hannah, are you back with
Yes.
us? Hannah, are you back? Well, I don't think she is. Maybe she's having a problem with her mic. Okay, guys. So
Yes,
this
I want
is
to answer.
chapter. Yes,
I want to answer.
I can't hear you. Yes, 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 Yasin. This is your turn. So the picture
Okay.
shows an amoeba.
The arrow points to a
Okay. Yes,
structure
the picture
known
shows.
as a
You want to answer? Do you want to say the question? Say it. Yes. This picture. Yes.
podium. This
The
one is so
arrow,
hard.
the arrow points to a structure known as this is called pseudopodium, and that means it's a lying feet, or not true feet. Like they look like feet, but they are not. What does this structure allow the organism to do? What do you think? Breathe, make food, make sounds, or move? So now you know what does it mean? Like
Make sound.
yes.
Make sounds.
I just said that pseudopodium is means lying foot.
Fake foot.
Yes. So what do you think it helps it to do?
I think
You
it's
still
make
think
food.
it helps it to make sound?
I don't think.
Well, it helps it to move. Yes, exactly, helps it to move. Because they move by contracting these pseudopodiums, and this is something new, guys,
This is
for
the
you.
first time I know. This is the first time.
Okay,
Yes.
yes, Amu, yes, I know.
Miss,
Thank you so much.
can I
ask a
do
question?
the worksheet?
Million people talking at the same time. Yes, Yasin Duwaini.
Did you upload the
No, I
worksheet?
didn't upload it because we didn't finish it yet. I will upload it with the answers when we finish it. Okay? Okay, Yasin? So I did not upload it again, Yasin, so we can do it together. Do you still have any questions about this part? Yasin,
Miss?
wait.
Yes.
You still have any questions about this part?
No.
Okay, let's move to number 11.
Miss, I want to ask a question.
Yes, who wants to ask a question?
Zain,
Yes, Dane.
Miss, is this true? The sunflower moves with the sun. When the sun moves, the sunflower moves
Yes.
with it.
Yes, that's why it's called sunflower. They follow the sun. Remember when we said before that there are 7 life processes?
Yeah.
Yes. One of these life processes is movement, and we said that even plants can move.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Let me show it to you. Just let me show it to you. Okay. My mic keeps on dropping.
Does somebody have a background?
Yes, some noise. I will mute them now. Alhamdulillah, they muted themselves. Okay, I hope you can see this one. Those are differences. Like you cannot see them 100% moving, but like it needs a time lapse pictures. But in here, for example, you can see how they follow the sun. Can you see that?
Yes, I see it.
Yes. You can see this actually in real life. Like you can go search for the sunflower time lapse. But since I cannot show any of the videos on this video
Yes, miss,
on the
the
session,
sunflower inside it the seed اللي هو بس with
yes,
Arabic the lib اللي هو السوري لب
yes, we
السوري.
know that. Thank you so much, Alday. But we weren't talking about that. We were talking about their movements. Thank you so much anyway for
Yes.
sharing this information with us. Okay, now let's move as an order. We're still Hannah. Hannah, yeah, can you send a message so I know it's you?
I don't.
Okay, now we have Aysel. Aysel, would you like to answer number 11? You can do it with me. Let's read it.
Yes.
Okay. Euglenas are single-celled organisms, so they belong to protists. Or do they? We'll see. Okay. So they usually have chloroplasts, but they lack cell walls and can move. To which group do Euglenas belong? Where do you think they belong?
To plants. To fungi.
Okay,
No, to
just
proist.
give me a minute. No, do not answer. Let's go back to you,
Okay.
Aysel, again. So euglenas are single-celled organisms that
Protein.
usually have chloroplasts, but they lack cell walls and
Prost.
can move. To which group do euglenas belong?
Protists.
Protists, yes, because they are microscopic. In here, you
Yes.
can see the answer. They are single-celled, which means they are made up of only one cell.
I
That
say
makes them protists. Yes, who said the answer again?
Aysel said.
Okay.
Yeah, I said.
Is this Hannah Sultan? Is Hannah Sultan back with us?
No,
Yes,
she
she
left.
talked. She talked, but she left after.
Okay, Hannah. Number 12, we'll have Yusuf and Naqib. Yusuf, you want to answer or you just you want
Yes.
to yes?
Uh,
Okay, number 12, yeah, Yusuf.
which
Which is a characteristic
can-
that separates bacteria from all other organisms? What makes bacteria so special? They cannot move, they have no nucleus, they are single-celled, they have a cell wall. What do you think?
um, they
There was something
they
so
cannot
special
move.
about bacteria that made them into one group, like made them into their own kingdom.
Miss, can I say
I
the
think
next
I asked
question?
They have
Yusuf,
cell wall.
so give Yusuf a chance. Yes, Yusuf.
They are single celled, miss.
Well, they are single-celled, yes, we know, but there are a lot of single-celled organisms.
Miss, can I answer?
They have
شباب اللي هو بيقول can I answer? Can you give your friend a chance? Again, Yusuf. Well, there are a lot of organisms that are single-celled. What makes the bacteria so special? If you don't know the answer, it's okay.
they have cell wall.
Well, they have cell wall. A lot of organisms have cell wall. All plant cells have cell wall. Okay, Yusuf Auday, you can answer this one. Auday?
Yes.
Yes. You wanted to answer number 12?
Yes.
Yes. What do you think the answer will be? What makes bacteria so special?
They have no nucleus.
Exactly. Thank you. They
Yeah,
have
Yusuf, أنت
no
ليه بتقول؟
nucleus. If you remember Yusuf, but you didn't actually attend a lot of sessions this term or the previous one, unfortunately. I hope you will attend more now. So bacteria is microscopic organism. It's made up of one cell, so it should be put with protists. But instead of that, they put
Yes.
bacteria in its own kingdom because they found that bacteria do not have nucleus inside their cells. They have all their like genetic information, everything just swimming in the cytoplasm. They don't have a nucleus for that. Thank you so much, Yusuf. Thank you so much, Auday, for answering it correctly. Thank you so much.
Miss, I attend all sessions.
Yusuf, no, you don't attend all the sessions like last term because this is from term 1. So in term 1, you didn't actually attend all the sessions because we had few online sessions. And when you attended, you did not answer me. But then we didn't have any absentees, but now we do. So I thank you for participating anyway, because you're participating more this term. That's what I can see. MashaAllah. So I hope you will participate more. But thank you for trying to answer this one. Okay, Yusuf? Yes? I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said okay.
Okay. Now, Shlok, you can answer number 13.
Yes, Miss.
Yes. Would you like to answer number 13?
Yes.
Which of the following describes the cells of both these organisms? So we have a mushroom and we have a cactus. First, they lack nuclei, which means they don't have nucleus in their cells, or they have cell walls, or they have chloroplasts, or they make spores. What do you think is the choice that both of them share? So we have mushroom again and cactus, plant and fungi. What do you think?
Both are cell wall.
Yes, exactly. Both of them have cell walls. Yes. Of course, lake nuclei is a wrong sentence because both of them have nucleus in their cells. Okay. We have chloroplasts. Only cactus will have a chloroplast because it's a plant. Making spores only. I mean, like we can find this in plants that don't have or don't produce seeds. Like from last year, you guys learned about the vascular and the non-vascular plants. And we left with having cell walls, and that's something both fungi and plants share, and that's why they used to put fungi along with the plants in the same kingdom. But now, of course, it has its own kingdom. Thank you so much, Shlok. Okay, let's I'm good.
Hi, Miss Noha.
Yes, Hannah, you're
Yes.
back.
Yeah, my mic was not working really good.
It's okay. You can answer after Amgad. Amgad, would you like to answer number 14, Amgad?
Okay.
Which categories do an organism's scientific name consist of? What do you think the scientific name consists of? Genus and species, kingdom and species, kingdom, family and species, family, genus and species.
Genus and species.
Species, yes. Thank you so much, Amgad. Thank you so much. Okay, Hannah, you can answer number 15.
Okay. Which organisms do not make their own food?
Yes.
Um,
Okay, so we have cyanobacteria. This is a type of bacteria, but this bacteria actually have chloroplasts in their cells, okay? We have fungi, plants, plant-like protists. What do you think is one of those that do not make their own food?
fungi.
Fungi, yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Plants do have chloroplasts in their cells. They make their own food by photosynthesis process. Even the plant-like protists, they also have chloroplasts in their cells, so they make their own food. And cyanobacteria is actually a type of bacteria that have chloroplasts in their cells and can make their own food. Thank you so much, Hannah.
Miss, how a bacteria and have a chloroplast?
Because it's a type of bacteria that is actually plant-like. Not all bacteria make their own food. Okay, guys, I'm with you again. Can you hear me?
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Yes.
So bacteria they differ in the way they feed. Okay, some of them can actually make its own food using sunlight. And
So, Miss, why didn't they put the bacteria that make their own food with the plants?
why do you think? Because bacteria do not have
Nucleus.
nucleus. How can we put it with plants? And they started classifying organisms using their cells. So they have to be, having shareable things in their cells. And since bacteria do not have nucleus, so they put it in its own kingdom now. So it has its own group. Okay, Amr?
Okay. So miss, they can't be with the plant, yes?
Yes, they can't be with plants because they do
So
not
miss,
have nucleus.
why they didn't take the bacteria that make their own food in a group and the other bacteria in another group?
Yes, that's under the kingdom. We have phylum, class, and genus, and all of those under one kingdom. So they all belong to bacteria, but we have different groups included or, coming from, or other branches coming from kingdom bacteria.
But
And we have different groups under it. Like, for example, in the animals, we have vertebrates and invertebrates, right?
yes.
Yes, the same for bacteria. There are bacteria that
So
make
miss,
their own food.
all of them
نعم يا
is
عم.
under the kingdom
I
of
can't
the
hear you.
bacteria.
Just I can't hear you. Can you say again what you're saying?
So all of them is under the kingdom of bacteria.
Yes, exactly. All of them belong to kingdom bacteria, but then they have, of course, more classification because we have different levels and different groups, just like animals and plants. I mean, all plants belong to the kingdom plant, right?
Yes.
Yes, but do you think all plants make seeds, for example? No, some
No.
plants make seeds, other do not make seeds. Actually, they grow up by something called spores, and those are microscopic organisms. You can go and check them if you want. So that means that we should put plants that make seeds in a kingdom and plants that cannot make seeds in another kingdom? No, all of them belong to the same kingdom, which is kingdom planta, but then we put them into groups, like smaller and smaller until we reach the species, which is a unique kind of organism. The same for bacteria. All bacteria belong to the same kingdom, which is kingdom bacteria. And then we have different groups for different bacteria. Bacteria that make its own food, good bacteria, or beneficial bacteria that helps us, for example, in digestion, or harmful bacteria that causes diseases. So can you see different groups?
Yes, but all of them is under the line of bacteria.
Yes, all of them belong to kingdom bacteria. Exactly.
Okay, miss.
Okay, now we have, guys, I'm going to pick people that did not answer before. Okay.
Miss, I did not answer.
Big
But you're
Zayn,
not
miss.
raising your hand, Zane. So why would I pick you now? I asked first if people want to answer, you can raise your hand. And after answering or like getting all the people that raises their hands, I'm gonna pick people that do not raise their hands. Okay, so we have Zane. Zane, would you like to answer number 16?
Yes.
Okay, the presence or absence of vascular tissue is used to distinguish between which types of organisms having vascular tissues: bacteria, animal-like protists, plant-like protists, or plants. Just think and try to remember this from last year. Yes, being vascular or non-vascular, having tubes or not having tubes.
I don't know.
Yes, Shlok?
I don't know it.
Okay, Shlok, wait for it then. Zane?
Bacteria?
No, it's gonna be plants.
Plants. I was gonna say plants,
We
but I
just
thought
said
it was not.
that last year we learned that plants are put into two groups: vascular and non-vascular plants, or plants that have tubes, which we call vascular, and plants that do not have tubes, which we call non-vascular. So having a vascular or non-vascular tissue, that means it belongs to plants. Do you remember it
Oh.
now?
Yeah.
Look, do you understand it now? Look,
Yes.
do you remember it now?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, guys, now move to these questions, these inquiry skills, a little bit of thinking. So let's start with the first question in here. Okay. So in this one, guys, we will learn how to classify animals. Okay. Guys, are you still with me?
Yes.
With you.
Okay, so in here we have Carla wanted to know if an animal was a mammal or an amphibian. Okay, so she has an animal. She wants to know whether it belongs to mammals or amphibians. So she used the key shown below to help her classify the animal. Which steps of the key must Carla use to identify an organism as an amphibian? So first of all, she says if it's an animal that has a spinal cord, go to number 2. Okay? Guys, can you see number 2 in here?
Yes.
No.
So this is like a
Yes.
key. This
Yes.
table is a key that will help her to identify this animal. So first it
If
says,
there's 2A and 2B.
yes, it's gonna be only two. She didn't say anything else. So we have 2. Animal has fins or animals that do not have fins. Okay. So number 1, animal has a spinal cord. If it has a spinal cord, go to number 2. So we have 2A and 2B. Okay. In 2A, if
Which
it
I
has
don't understand.
fins and gills, if it has fins and gills, then it cannot be a mammal, right?
Yes, it will be an
Yes.
amphibian.
Yes.
Neither a mammal nor
Amphibian.
amphibian. If it has fins or gills, because if it has fins, it's a fish. And that's what makes it with gills. But let's look at 2B. It says animal doesn't have fins and gills. Go to 3. So she wants to know if it's a mammal or an amphibian. So she must know that a mammal and amphibian do not have fins or gills, right?
Yes.
So she will
Yeah.
go with 2B.
3.
Okay? So she will go with 2B. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Okay, now let's move to 3 because in 2B it says go to 3, right?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go to 3. We have 3A and 3B. We'll pick one of them. 3A says that animal has scales. If it has scales, it's neither mammal nor amphibian. And she wants to know if it's a mammal or amphibian, so we'll not go with 3A. Let's go to 3B. It says animal doesn't have scales. So, she
Go to
picked
4.
Yes, let's go to 4. We have 2, 4.
It's not-
Animal has feathers, so it cannot, of course, be mammal or amphibians, right?
It's a bird.
Or 4B, animal does not have feathers. Go to 5. So we have 2 5s here. Animal has hair or fur. It's going to be a mammal. Or animal doesn't have hair or fur, so it's going to be
This is amphibian.
amphibian. Yes. So
So
she
the animal
will.
is amphibian.
Yes,
So I think the animal is amphibian.
it is actually a amphibian. Because she will go
But
with.
what is the animal?
Yes.
What is the animal?
Well, they didn't show the animal. They just want you to know how this organism is amphibian. Because read the question again. In here it says, which steps of the key must Carla use to identify an animal as an amphibian? So we already know from the beginning that it's going to be amphibian, right?
Amphibian.
But just we needed to help her to go through this key. So all I want you guys to do or answer in this one is that you will write here what are the steps. So she went with 1A and then she used 2B, 3B, 4B, and then 5B so she can reach to the identification of amphibian. Do you guys get it now?
Yes.
Okay. This is something called classification key. You will learn about it next year. Nohan, answer the question if you ask me in chat. Why isn't it letting you to unmute yourself? I mean, I'm not muting you or unmuting you guys. So maybe there's something with your mic, Nohan. Okay, if you wanted to answer, you can raise your hand. Guys, we're still left with 1 minute, actually. So the session is almost over. Okay, guys, so we'll stop at this point. Okay, just let me read this question for you guys, and I will upload this question today so I can see some of your answers sent to me. So it says here Jacob is attempting to classify organisms as either birds or fish. He has listed the following characteristics: feathered bodies and wings, and breathe with gills, lay eggs with hard shells, live in the water, use fins for movement. Which three of those are actually belonging to birds? So this is the question, will be homework for you guys. I will upload it today on the SMS, okay?
Miss, it's easy.
Yes, I know. Okay, guys. Do you have any questions before leaving?
No.
Okay. See you guys next time.
Miss, can I let my sister to do it?
No, you do it. Why would you let your sister do it?
Because it's easy, Miss.
معلش, try
I've
to do it.
figured.
Try to do it yourself, okay?
Miss, I will talk about the fish and the bird.
No, the bird only.
Miss, and the
Okay.
fish also.
Okay.
Miss, and the fish also.
Guys, I
They
want to
stay-
see your answers. Now I want you to read the question again at home, okay? See you guys tomorrow.